I know, speed test with the Realme 5 Pro is supposed to make more sense because, well, it's the same price. But then a lot of people seem to want Realme XT in this comparison because logically, if someone decides to go for a Realme phone, they would rather spend 2000 rupees more and get the XT because the XT has a better camera, slightly larger display, in-display fingerprint scanner, and most important of all, an AMOLED display. So here we go, let's compare some practical stuff like the CPU performance, app opening times, internet speed test, and even the speed of the fingerprint scanners. And if you've been wondering who the hell I am, my name is Ashwin Sundar, this is Technology Jock. Let's get started. Guys, if you're planning to get one of these phones, don't forget to check out our sponsor, Capes India. Capes India makes these really cool skins. As you can see, they look amazing and they also protect your phone from scratches without adding any noticeable weight or thickness to the phone. In fact, you can comfortably use a case on top of it. Capes skins come in a variety of colors and textures, so there is something for everybody. So do check out Capes India, link in the description. Use the promo code TJOCK to get 10% discount. Note 8 Pro skins are in pre-order, by the way. Now guys, note that I turned off all sorts of power saving modes on both phones. There is a performance mode on the XT, I enabled it. So both phones will perform at their peak levels. Also do note that the app switcher is cleared. There is nothing in the background. Both phones have also been factory reset before the test and the same set of apps have been installed on both. No existing app has been uninstalled. And of course, the phones are connected to the same Wi-Fi. Now let's first test the fingerprint scanners. The Note 8 Pro uses a capacitive scanner while the Realme XT uses the latest in-display scanner. In-display scanners are generally slow when compared to capacitive ones, so the result is quite obvious here. But for an in-display scanner, the Realme XT does a great job. It's only slightly slower. Moreover, this will probably boil down to whether you like the scanner on the front or on the back. But in terms of speed, the Note 8 Pro is better. Let's now move on to app opening times. Let's start with the Twitter app. No difference. And scrolling feels equally smooth on both phones. In our Note 7 Pro versus Realme 3 Pro comparison, the speed test, the 3 Pro kinda stuttered here and there, but nothing like that happens here. Instagram loaded slightly faster on the Note 8 Pro. Now, when I say slightly, it's probably in milliseconds, so don't take it very seriously. Again, both JioSaavn and Hotstar opened slightly faster on the Note 8 Pro. In the second row of apps, except Google Drive, everything opened faster on the Note 8 Pro again. Same with Zomato. The Realme XT is insanely fast to load Subway Surfers. But the Note 8 Pro hits right back by opening PUBG 3 to 4 seconds earlier. Asphalt 9 takes the exact same time to load on both phones, absolutely no difference. Now the last row of apps, all very light ones. Note 8 Pro is a tad faster at everything except Chrome. So guys, the Note 8 Pro has performed slightly faster overall. Loading games was a slightly different story, but almost every app was opened faster by the Note 8 Pro. Now, how about the background app management? As in, we need to check whether the apps that we opened are still open in the background. For example, we started Subway Surfers. Let's see if the phone lets you continue the game instead of reloading it from scratch. So let's start from the bottom. Everything went fine except Chrome, which took a bit of time to open on the Realme XT. Both phones have Asphalt 9 open in the background, but the Realme XT takes a fraction of a second to actually open it. The response was slow. And sadly, the Realme XT reloads PUBG. And Subway Surfers is reloaded from scratch by both phones. Now, in my previous speed test, some of you commented that it could be because the dedicated gaming mode was enabled, but I cross-checked it by disabling it and the results were the same. Moreover, these days, the kind of focus and attention PUBG requires, everybody would prefer to have gaming mode enabled, so it's fair to show the same in the speed test. So as you've been seeing, both phones are reloading many apps from scratch, and the Note 8 Pro does that a little faster. So yeah, with regards to background app management, the Note 8 Pro has a slight edge. The Realme XT failed to keep PUBG and Chrome open in the background. And even the apps that were open in the background, the response while opening them was a tad slower. Let's now go ahead and perform a video render test. My footage had some issues, so my friend Sai from Geeky Tamara channel did the same speed test. So he sent me his footage. So basically the same video is loaded on both phones. The speed is set to 50% and it's going to render in 1080p resolution. Rendering is a heavy task. It really brings out the best in a chipset, and quite evidently the Note 8 Pro is in the lead. Now this is in line with the benchmark scores of these phones. I know benchmarks are a whole different story, but the fact is this kind of performance will reflect in other tasks that also require a lot of power. For instance, games like Asphalt 9 and PUBG need maximum performance. They need as much power as this rendering test requires. The Note 8 Pro is also one of the few phones in this segment to offer smooth plus extreme graphics in PUBG. The Note 8 Pro took around 75 seconds to finish. The Realme XT took about 100 seconds. Let's also quickly do an internet speed test. I have a 100 Mbps connection from ACT FiberNet, so clearly my internet bandwidth will not cause any issues. But when you see a side-by-side comparison, the Note 8 Pro manages to outperform the Realme XT in both download and upload. This time let's start the test on the Realme XT first and then start on the Note 8 Pro. Well, the Note 8 Pro still manages to overtake the Realme XT and ends up with higher speeds both upload and download. Anyway, for the final round, let's reboot the phones. Let me fast forward again. The Note 8 Pro is noticeably faster here. So that's it. You saw the test, you saw the results. The Note 8 Pro dominated the list of tests we did. It managed to win every single one of them. But I think most of you would agree with the fact that the Realme XT came quite close in most of the tests. So in case you're looking to buy one of these phones, your decision will probably boil down to camera test. Let me know what kind of comparison you want to see. I'll try to get it done. Thanks for watching. This is Ashwin Sundar and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.